So, let's see. I think I'm ready to start this. So did you guys know each other ahead of time?
I don't know. Do we?
It's up to you.
Sure, why not? Let's skip the formalities. We're animals. We're beasts. Beast of burden.
Rare.
Because you guys are in the land known as Moravia. It's not a kingdom. It is just basically badlands. It's all tribal controlled. There are a lot of slavers because the biggest export of this area is slaves, and beast races are often targeted.
We were able to break free together. We were slaves. We were captured to be slaves, and we worked together to get free.
And
They killed all my people, and now I'm gonna kill all of them.
But we had to. That's how we met. We were in chains. We were able to get free.
Now we owe each other a life debt.
Yeah, there's that movie where the two men are chained at the legs and they run in the swamps together. That was us.
Kind of like Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Yes.
Why do I have an Australian accent already?
Yes.
No.
Clearly,
No.
I'm Solo and you're the Wookiee.
I'm fine with that.
So basically, you guys have been in a village, the village of Jura, which is a mixed race village. There are a couple of humans, which is not necessarily rare, but it's because of the way everything has gone in this land. Everybody kind of sticks together and they form up little alliances. There's a lot of tribal hunting parties that go out. There's some trade, because different areas will have different things that are available. But you guys were in this town, and you had just recently come to this town. Basically, who had wandered in from escaping some slavers. And one of the things you've noticed is the tribal chieftain, who is an orc. He has a son that was very eager to become the chieftain. And there's been a lot of strife among the orcs in this village. There's a lot that want to join the Blackjaw tribe, which you guys would know of because they are a very warlike and very dominant tribal force in these lands. The other thing you guys would know is that the biggest things that people fear in this land in general. You have the Iron Fang clan, which is a large marauder group of humans, and then you have the dark dwarfs as well, who have been awful quiet, and since they've silenced down all the slaving has started getting out of control. They used to kind of maintain everything and things were not as bad, but apparently something has happened and it's keeping the dwarves in their mountain. So
Were the slavers that took us affiliated with any of those tribes?
you would probably have been affected most likely by the gnolls.
Okay.
Which the gnoll the gnoll slavers, they have come up from the south, and you guys would be moving north because most of the transient people in Moravia are trying to get to the neighboring kingdom of Cordova because there is a large kingdom there called Winterhall that has recently established a king, and the king has decreed that beast races will be welcome in that town. So it's going to be the first basically fortified town that allows every race to exist together.
Very aggressive of him.
Yeah.
When we got away from the slavers and we got away from the gnolls, as soon as we got like 2 miles away, I looked over at the bugbear. I didn't know his name at the time, and I said,
They're the Nobody's tribe now in honor of the DM.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
And nobody knows where we went.
sorry.
So anyways, inside this village, they've assigned people different things. So there's a lot of groups that have been assigned to hunting and such like that. They're having a big celebration the king's son who is wanting to take over for the. Or, not sorry, not the king, but the chieftain's son, who's wanting to take over for the chieftain, has decreed that there's going to be a great feast tonight, and that everybody should be in attendance because there's going to be a big announcement from the chieftain.
We're pretty hungry. We haven't eaten in days. This is a way to get a free meal. Yes, free meal.
I ate breakfast this morning.
And if you call that breakfast. Some grubs, maybe? Sticking your hand into a stump?
My girlfriend made it for me. I know you don't like her because she's human. But, you know, I know it's strange that she doesn't have fur the way like we do, but it's kind of nice. It's weird. I met her at that little get together they had last week. She's a freak. She likes monsters.
So you guys have the feast. At the feast, you've noticed that there's a lot of orcs that have kind of taken to not eating because they don't support the sun, and they've kind of actually didn't show up in protest. But there's a lot of food. There's a lot of drink.
If you're not going to eat that, I'll just reach over and grab that. More for me.
Maybe we should introduce ourselves before we take his food. I am Pothos. My real name is Green of the Forest, but you call me Pothos. I am a backseat fighter, working my way to being a battle master.
I'm just a really angry bugbear with a big axe. My name's Chukatrok. Some call me barbaric, but this is just the way of life. For my kind, anyway. My tribe's all dead now.
Alright, so you guys eat and drink, make merriment. There's a lot of celebration going on. Basically the announcement is that the chieftain is going to step down and allow the sun to take over the tribe. But you've noticed that, like I said, a lot of the orcs who don't support the sun have not shown up for this event.
What race is the sun?
He's an orc.
Orcs hating orcs.
I really don't care.
Green on green crime.
I used to run with goblins, but they're like little orcs. Tiny. Smaller. Fit in your pocket.
You mean like cats?
Yeah, like little cats.
Yes, I know of these things.
I like little cats. Tastes like chicken, they do.
Alright, so do you guys do anything else while you're at the party?
I'm just gonna eat my food and just keep my axe close to me.
Okay.
It's my best friend.
I'm going to try to mingle with some of these orcs.
Okay. The ones that are here, you get a strong sense that the sun is going to probably move the orcs towards the Blackjaw tribe,
As opposed to
there's a few other orcs. There's an orc named Cromwell. They call him the Yellow because he has yellow hair. But he is opposed to the Blackjaws because they've basically been waging war outside of this land, and his thought is he would rather unify all the orcs together and become a united front to be more of a frontier tribe willing to trade versus bringing down the wrath of some of the more established kingdoms that have, for years built armies and all that. So he's trying to. The Cromwell seems to be more peaceful, where the Blackjaw are more aggressive. Also, you know that the Blackjaw orcs tend to have a strong interest in necromancy.
Well, we're definitely not magic users.
No. I don't like things when they're dead. Just die dead.
So, but as the night progresses, you'll notice that the chieftain seems to be kind of almost in a stupor, And some of the other orcs have people have come and gone. There's the humans are there. They're kind of like they look pretty much like everybody's getting pretty well wasted as the night goes on. There's been a lot of big bonfire stuff going on, and they keep the other people. There's probably 2 or 3 other tabaxi there that seem to be interested in what's going on, but they seem to be more transient too. They probably won't stick around.
We're observers. But what is our goal here at this party?
I am an aimless waif. I wander the land, getting into trouble, killing things with my axe, and I do as I see fit. And now I see fit is to eat more of this chicken.
Better that than cat.
As long as I got food in my belly, I'll fight for whoever. That's my motto.
Alright, so as you keep eating and drinking, go and make con saves for me.
Uh, 14.
Did you pass your con?
Mine is 17.
17. What's your con?
I had 14.
Oh, no, what's your character's con?
Oh, my constitution is normally it's 14, but it's +2.
Okay. So.
Oh, actually, it's +4, so I mean it's 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are feeling kind of like sluggish. You notice that everything's starting to get blurry, and as the night has gone on, you feel more and more kind of mellow, like something is like affecting you.
I'm a lazy guy, but I'm starting to feel more lazy.
Sometimes I look at you and I think I coughed you up. You're a living furball.
Yeah, I am. I'm furry.
Let me lick you clean.
No, stop that. You've had too much again.
It's
All
just
right.
a little wine.
All right.
I should have eaten more chicken.
Where's my girlfriend?
She doesn't exist. Invisible powers, I guess.
So as you guys,
Something's not right.
as you guys are seeing this, you roll a perception check. This is something you would.
Yeah, what's not right is we can immediately go to drunken roleplay.
19. So you notice that the chieftain's son has a flower that's kind of familiar to you.
Okay.
It appears as a, let's see, it appears like a red and purple flower with really small petals on it.
What do I know about that flower?
You think it's called a Bowden's flower.
A Bowden's flower.
Or Bowen's flower.
Bowen's flower.
Yes. Which you know has tranquilizing effects on people.
Oi. That chieftain over there is holding a Bowen flower. You ever heard of that?
About what? About what? About
Bowen
what?
flower. It's used to make women go out with you that don't want to go out with you. It's called the date rape drug. And
Why? Because you pick a date to rape them?
Yeah. He's got it in his hand, and we're starting to feel funny.
Yeah, but you could probably use that.
He's
To
gonna probably try and get
kidnap
knocked
people
off
and
furry
stuff.
britches is what he wants to do.
We
Hey, what are you doing with that flower? I say to him.
What flower? He kind of stuffs it away.
The one you just stuffed in the fuzzy britches.
Oh, it's just part of the inauguration for my becoming the chieftain.
Well,
They asked me if I would approve of it.
Right now, do we recognize this guy?
He's
He says
the
gonna be a
chieftain's son.
Okay, so he's the chieftain's son. He's the one who's the party's for.
Yeah.
well, I Does everyone here think that's cool that you have that?
Oh, it's his date. Today's his date. He's the one who's getting raped.
You're not gonna. I don't feel so good.
And you start to get woozy.
Yeah.
You also would know it has a specific effect. It makes bugbears and goblinoid types go unconscious pretty quickly.
Well, I'm probably gonna fall asleep here.
Hibernation cycle sucks for you.
Make sure no one takes my axe. I'll fall asleep.
So what do you do now?
Well, first I would try to wake him up.
Okay, he's out. He's unconscious.
Not like water or anything can wake him up.
It has an effect on him. He's basically drugged.
I'm gonna go see if I can find any more elements of that flour that he pointed out to me anywhere. Like, has it been laced in like salads or the food? Not that he would have ate any salad, but maybe he ate the garnish on the side of the chicken. For all I know.
I'm Chuka Truck.
You notice it is around almost everything. It's floating in the vat with all the drinks that everybody's drinking. It's floating in that. So I mean, everybody has been exposed to this tranquilization type drug. And you've noticed now, it's kind of fuzzy, but it seems like there's some more orcs, some different orcs that you've never noticed before, have started to surround the party.
Oh, okay. So I go to the boy.
Are you behind this?
Behind what? Please drink, celebrate.
These orcs, these
Wall-painted orcs. I point out to the new orcs coming. Does he?
There's no war-painted orcs. You must be seeing double. That has to be it.
Give me that flower, and I reach for the flower.
Okay. You take it?
Okay, I got the flower.
Yeah.
It's mine now.
What do you do with it?
I'm gonna pocket it for now.
Flowers.
Alright, so you're talking to the son.
Oh yes.
Make a perception check.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. It's gonna be 7.
You feel something, you sense somebody behind you, and you feel the flat side of an axe against the back of your head.
Okay.
As you kind of fall to your knees. And as you turn around, one of those gnolls you escaped is behind you, and he's got this thing clamped around your neck now. And you notice another gnoll has come in. And then you have the orcs, and you also have a bunch of these guys that have started to move in around. They're taking everybody. It seems like they're putting everybody in chains.
Everyone, including the boy? Or?
No, the boys.
Okay.
The boys just kind of walked away, and as he walks past the father, who's kind of slumped over in his chair, the son takes his axe and lops his head off. It says, "This is what you brought on our village. This is all you deserve."
I love that my partner is, snoring away. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go down fighting at least.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at that.
He's got the thing on your neck.
Okay, so yeah.
So-
I mean, how far is the thing? Is it?
You probably could kick at him with your feet.
Can I? Okay. Well, I got claws on my feet and
Yeah.
my hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and claw at him.
Okay.
Oh, natural 1. So the drugs have gotten me.
You notice another one of these guys comes behind you and smacks you in the head with his axe.
Yeah,
again.
I deserve that.
So.
Oh, stick it with your stomach.
As you're kind of feeling fuzzy, you notice that the 2 tabaxi that were there have they appear to be escaping. They've run off. They killed an orc and basically headed out through a hole that they made.
Picked the wrong friend.
I dream.
You would also see now that these guys you would recognize as the Iron Fang Marauders. And you would also see some dark dwarfs have appeared now. And they seem to be exchanging gold with the chieftain's son. He's a little rat. Sold everybody out.
Bastard.
Yeah. So orcs and the dwarfs are in cahoots.
Yeah, well, it appears that they have sold to the dwarves. The dwarves are the buyers.
That's D4.
Yeah, I found it finally.
Yeah. So, you guys basically fall into a blissful sleep.
I'm not blissful. I've been caged.
I'm pretty
I've been
blissful.
leashed. I've been leashed.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
My battle axe is tied to my wrist.
So as you start to come to, the fog kind of lifts from your brains, and you find yourselves in you're in a cell. You are chained to the wall. Chains hang from the walls and from the ceiling. There's caked on clotted blood along the floor. From further in, you hear kind of some moaning and groaning. You hear a lot of screams. You hear the cracking of whips. You hear the sounds of like people being abused horribly. In the one corner between you, you can actually, your chains are long enough to reach where you can get, there's water, but you're not sure how long you've been here. A light kind of trickles in from like little vents along the ceiling, and there's torchlight from further down the hall. You see a chest outside. You're in like a little cell, and you notice that there's a chest outside that looks like, you think you can see the handle of your axe, but it's just out of reach.
They've got my shit in that chest over there. I know they do. If I can get out of these chains, I could reach through there. I've got really long arms. I'll get us out of this mess.
And you
Pulling on
notice
the chains.
you notice a dwarf and two goblins walk past.
Goblins!
And then the orc, or the dwarf looks at you two and says, "These will be for the sorrow pits." Which you know that the sorrow pits are basically a gladiatorial type combat pit that they make betting on.
Why don't you let me out of these chains, dwarf?
You'll be out soon enough.
I can't believe you two filthy goblins. Working with dwarves, what kind of self-respecting goblinoid creatures are you?
The one with the spear kind of walks up and he rattles the spear at you and spits into the cage. Right at you.
So we're chained arms and our legs?
Your arms.
Pick
Yeah.
my teeth.
But you're in
with
a
that
cell too.
Oh, okay,
So,
we're in a cell. Okay,
yeah.
so there's...
There's a divider.
I'll pick my teeth with that spear after I eat your skull. Or the contents
There
of
you go.
the skull. I mean,
Yeah, I can't reach him now.
That's a pretty good sub you got.
Well, can't reach him.
Can't reach him with my feet. But if we can get him closer, maybe I could snatch it.
I should have said eat your brain. Right?
And they
It's
go.
squishy.
They walk on
Who
past.
eats bones? Dogs. That's it.
Ah, don't start me on that.
You feel kind of hungry, but you also feel like your stomachs are really upset from something from being the drugs, probably.
I'm always hungry.
You notice your stomachs are growling, so you're not quite sure how long you've been here. You feel like it's probably been at least a day.
It's at least lunchtime.
Why don't you eat one of your arms and free yourself?
That's where my hands live. I can't eat my arms. Try. I'm pulling
Is
on
there
the
any
chains.
give on the chains or the wood or any of that stuff?
You can rattle them. They kind of float. so there's not a lot. Like your one arm is chained to the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just looped through a ring.
But there's no give at
Yeah.
all.
Is my feet chained?
No.
I'm gonna try and climb to the top of this thing and see if I can pull the chain out of that loop.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Okay. 9.
It's pretty solid.
I come back down and I say,
You notice though while you're up there, you can see through a vent, and it looks like you're in probably not necessarily a fortress per se, but maybe like a fortification that was set up inside of like a cavern system.
So you can see sky above.
Yeah, you can see it's like kind of jagged, so it's not actually windows. It's just like a crack in the rock. And then this has been kind of cut smooth in here just to make a holding area.
we're in some sort of dwarven keep of some kind. Never been here before, but I'm gonna get out.
So we must think this through.
How about we lock feet and we use each other to pull harder?
We could push the poles over. I mean, how? That's what I was saying. If there's no give to them, they're not gonna fall over.
Oh, I was never good at this sort of engineering.
Well, I've got the abilities to climb and move around, and you got the strength, and the strength didn't do it. So me climbing up on here trying to get the chains off wouldn't work either. But like I got strong legs. If I could help push your.
You also notice too, you've got these collars on that are about an inch thick. They are not. There's no chain on them. There is a ring to put a chain, like they could walk you around like on a leash. But they're like a manacled style with a lock that's built into it.
Is there anything laying around on the ground?
There's like a lot of like puddled up blood that seems to have come from flowed down this direction. There's also a few bones here and there. Maybe like a piece of wooden plate.
I'll
Stuff
say
like
this
that.
for the place. It's decorated nice.
It's pretty dank and stinky.
Makes me feel right at home. Reminds me of the place I grew up. Blood and bones everywhere. What a glorious home that was. My people, they were fun. You would have liked them. Lots of fur.
Let us look around and see if we can find anything else. I mean,
Oh yeah.
is there anything we perceive?
Well, it sounds a lot like they're gonna put us in the fighting pits. Which
That's our best chance for escape.
it's better than breaking rocks. Which is what we had to do last time. Remember that?
Yes.
All day. I'd rather split skulls.
Another thing too, you kind of notice that you feel like nobody else from that particular little village is here. It's just you notice it's just you two. It doesn't seem to be anyone. You haven't seen anybody come in or out other than the dwarf and the two goblins. Almost like maybe the gnolls had a separate deal because you escaped from them.
I think that they just headed out for us.
They rounded up the whole party.
They just rounded us up. I don't see anyone else here.
Well, yes, that's
What
true.
is it about you and I that's so special? They don't like bugbears like this. Maybe it's because I ate that orc's chicken without asking.
No, the boy, he killed his father. You were asleep, you didn't see.
Killed his father?
Yes, the orcs surrounded,
What?
turned on one another.
Oh, it's all that black jaw mess where they're arguing with each other. What was the other one? Black
Yellow
jaw.
hair.
Blackjaw and then Cromwell.
Yeah,
Yellow
Joe
hair.
and Cromwell, always those two fictions. Always
You're always talking politics. I don't want to talk politics with you.
Listen, Cromwell is a ball.
You're either left sword or right axe. I want to be in the middle. I'm an observer of things.
I voted for Cromwell.
So we can't move our poles free at all or anything like that.
You're pretty affixed to the wall.
Right.
You hear at I would say you're probably going to assume is the entrance. This is the way that the two goblins went, and the dwarf, he turned and went back the other way. You kind of hear like maybe some chattering of weapons, as if something's going on down the hallway.
Boy, let us out of here.
And you would notice, as this chattering's going on, these two dwarves run past you, and they appear to be not quite fully dressed. They look like they were just awoken from some type of alert, and they run by like that.
Is this where we do our dick joke? Get it out of the way.
I thought they were short on the outside.
I think that's now 3 Star Wars references. We're about to go to a Sarlacc pit and fight.
That other one looked like a tripod. Hey, put some pants on.
And you would notice as almost as soon as they went by, one of them, his head comes rolling back past you guys.
Whoa!
He kind of rolls and stops at the base of the base of the door.
Looks like our captives are about to be murdered.
And you notice, kind of it's kind of dark, and all of a sudden the torchlight that had been lit appears like the torch has gone out, and you see a kind of like it looks like one of the raven folk, which you guys would not have necessarily seen before, but depending on how your upbringing was, they're often thought of as the harbingers of death.
I eat birds. Okay.
Yeah.
I eat birds.
Well, you would know that the raven folk are thought of to be like they are basically the angels of death. They only come around when there's murdering and dying. You know, they plague the battlefields at the end. They're scavengers. But it seems like a lot of the children's stories in this land have been geared that if you're a bad kid and you don't listen to your parents, the
boogeyman.
They're the boogeyman. And he kind of peeks his head around the door and he waves at you, and then runs on past the direction and further into the place.
Did you see that? That giant chicken waved at us.
And that's
It's your stomach talking.
it's like right there. And he goes that way.
This way?
Yep. So
We're
what do
never
you
getting out of here.
get?
Let us out. We'll help you kill these dwarves.
Do you speak common? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Common, Orcish, and Goblin.
I got common, and I have another language, but I didn't pick one. What I don't want to metagame and have it when we need it, but I didn't know what languages a cat person would probably talk. Khajiit. I speak Khajiit.
there's kind of like a lot of the I want to say it's like a beast speak. You know, it's grunts and growls for some of them that cannot communicate normally. So.
All right.
I bark. Yes, I bark.
Out of the darkness, you notice these two guys show up. And this guy says, "Do you understand me?"
Yeah, I
Yes.
understand you.
He says, "If you fight with us, I'll find a key and get you out of here. And make sure those collars come off."
Of course. I'll do anything to get out of here.
And you notice that the orc is a yellow-haired orc.
Cromwell, is that you?
Aye, it is me.
If you let us out, this Tabaxi right here will suck your dick. Sorry, you're gonna have to take one for the team.
Their teeth tend to be a little too sharp, but
No.
maybe we can work something else out.
Sorry, buddy. It's the only way to get out of here. You have to do it for us.
Listen, this one's kind of like a bear. Big furry one.
No. It's against our bugbear's religion.
He'll put anything in his mouth.
So this guy goes and he starts rooting through the dwarf, and he finds the key. Basically, he'll unshackle you guys. He says, "I don't have the key for the collars, but we'll find a way to get them off of you."
I go over that chest and kick it open. Is all my shit in there?
Yeah, your shit's in there.
I take my shit and my little brass.
I don't like this
Even
collar.
left my brass.
You can feel inside.
Oh.
It feels like there's little needles. Like you can just barely get your finger in. Not enough. And it's almost as if you go too far away, you feel like the needles would kind of pop out and stick in your neck.
I don't like collars. I don't like collars. No, I don't. No, I don't.
You wear a collar all the time with a little bell on it. Don't act like you don't have it still.
That's my negligee.
Point us in the direction of these bastards, and I'll help you, Cromwell. Is this the work of the Black Jaw?
Yeah, these are the dark dwarves. This is one of their places.
I'm starting to like dwarves less and less. They actually are the worst race ever. Even worse than gnolls.
No.
And this Tabaxi, you recognize she's one of the ones that escaped.
Hello,
And
Ness.
she says, she talks to Cromwell. You hear her say, "It appears the witch is here too."
Which is which?
The witch.
Well, I'm really good at killing witches. Point me in the direction of that witch, and
She's
I'll
no
chop
witch
her
to
head
be
off.
messed with. She's his bride. The evil one.
Whose bride?
The evil one, whose name cannot be spoken.
Is he
The
talking-
one who's undone all of our lands. We do not speak his name.
Do we have any reference on that? Have we heard about this?
You've heard
Evil
people talk about a yellow sign, but and it tends to make people go nuts. But nobody really talks about it because basically you get the feeling everybody who's seen it has gone crazy.
Listen, you guys let me out of this jail under the
You guys,
pretense.
he unlocked
Under
you.
the pretense that we would get some killing done, and that's what I'm here to do.
Yes, it's time to even the odds.
This time with no drugs in my system.
And we got to take care of those gnolls too. Are they here?
They may be further in. I did not see them from scouting. My brother's gone up ahead. He went through the second floor.
I want a slash.
And you can kind of, as you come out into the hallway, you notice there's 3 cells. But essentially, you guys were the only ones down here. It looks like the other cells.
There's nobody
Yeah.
else captured.
There's a dead orc in one of them. But he looks like he's been dead for a while. Not from the tribe. Or from the party.
He's not good to eat anymore. You gotta eat orcs right when they die. You can't eat them days later. They get rotten real quick.
I don't talk about eating orc in front of orcs, especially when they just saved us.
Orcs eat orcs.
Orcs eat orcs.
It's no big deal. Food's food. Meat's meat, and a bugbear's gotta eat.
Alright, so this guy comes back and he's got a hook, and you notice there's like an eyeball hanging off the hook. Like he just plucked it out of somebody's head. He's pretty assassin-y looking. That's not the right miniature, but that's the only one I had with a bird face, so.
Alright. That's fine. Looks
and
like you're good at killing people.
he holds up like that and points up.
What do I see?
of the roof.
Oh.
But he doesn't speak. He kind of makes clickety clackety sounds.
Yeah.
But you get the feeling what he's trying to say is there's at least 3 guards up ahead, up a set of stairs.
Well, I'll take care of those guards, because if there's anything you can count on, it's the 4 Bs. Bugbears, barbarians, berserkers, and battle axes. Let's go.
All right, yeah, we'll follow
All
through.
right, so you guys head up ahead.
I mean, we got a giant ass orc with us. We got an assassin. We got kitty cats,
Yeah.
and then whatever this feller is. Do we know what his race is? The leader.
He appears human. He appears to be human. You notice when his eyes are like a stormy gray color.
Uh-huh.
And he has a very commanding presence about him.
He's Hannibal from the A-Team. Got it.
There we go.
Kinda, yeah.
All right.
Bam, ba, bam, 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 bam. Let's go up the stairs, Mr. B.
All right.
The 4 Bs. Some people think that's 5 Bs, but bugbear is 1 word. I know.
So,
Because I am a bugbear.
That fucking prison music had a mind of its own.
It's like,
Terrifying shit. Fighting dwarfs?
it appears like it's a dwarvish compound. But you notice what's going to be the marching order?
I'm fucking ready.
The Tabaxi, she's going to go back and say she's going to go up the other way her brother went. So you guys are going...
I'm gonna kill something.
Alright, so you guys are going up the stairs.
I'm ready to take out 3 guards.
Set like that. And you'd notice that there are these 2 guys down at the end here. Like this. They appear to have come from upstairs. Further up. And this guy is with them. As well as a...
Is that the dwarf from this morning?
it's one of the dwarves. There's
Alright.
there's several different ones. Let's see. This one here. He's coming down behind them. Like that. And you'll notice, as you enter the area, it seems to be almost like a... kind of like a brothel. There are just like sheets and pillows thrown to the sides. There are captive women that appear to be drugged. Some look almost dead.
What races
Some might be dead.
Are they women's?
There are all kinds of races. Yeah, it's a looks like it's just like a pleasure area. But they're all chained. They're all like I said, various states of beaten up and drugged. So
Okay.
all right, roll initiative.
All right. Damn.
All right, what you guys
Makes me
got?
feel good. 6.
I got a natural 1.
Natural
But-
1.
But with initiative, it gives me 4 at best.
All right.
6.
Six.
We're going last.
Here, Chad.
Let's see what these other guys can do.
I know.
Damn it.
We're still drugged up.
That's good one. The guys with axes are going to go first. And they are going to run up to you guys.
Okay.
We were a little too excited to go forward, weren't we?
If I had just not rolled a 4 on my initiative.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 1.
How does a 15 do on the bugbear?
You're looking for a... Yeah, that hits.
Hits. And it's going to be 8 points.
Okay.
And how does a... That's be a 22. On the back.
Yeah, that will hit.
Alright. And that is 9 points. Slashing. these guys are. You notice too with these guys that they are a. They look like they're kind of doped up, like they've been chewing on that same flower that you saw earlier. You know that it makes berserkers, it numbs them to pain, so. Alright, so then the assassin's gonna go. This guy scoots right between you two. He kind of rolls between you, and he comes up on this guy here, and you notice from one of his hands this green, it almost looks like a bone rips through his skin, and there's just, you can smell almost like infection, and he punches that guy right in the head.
That was grotesque.
And you see it actually extend all the way through his head.
Ugh.
And that guy falls over dead. And then he scoots over here like this. Behind this guy. That'll be the end of his. Then, the dwarves are going to run up. Let's see.
Dwarfs running is kind of fun to watch. It's cute.
It's there.
They say it's running, but it's more like, waddling.
Yeah.
They're shouting obscenities. You hear them yelling. You hear that they're shouting an alarm alert too. So.
Okay.
All right. Then that's gonna be Chad.
I'm gonna attack that guy.
Okay.
In front of me. I'm gonna try and split his skull. Relentlessly attacking.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 17 plus.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay. Get my battle axe out here. Watch out. Alright. It's gonna be 13 damage.
Alright, how you want to do this?
Well,
they're low level.
I'm not very happy that he stabbed me, so I just bring my axe up and I break down into his collar.
Alright.
Boom, and just kind of make a V shape out of his chest.
So he crumples over out of the way.
Blood goes flying all over my fur, and I look over at my tabaxi friend and I say, I love Axe body spray.
You were working on that one while we were in the cell for hours. I heard you mumbling to yourself.
Yes, yes, talking in my sleep again.
Let's see, that's going to be those two. Actually, Cromwell's going to stay back and watch. He's going to hold his action.
He's a watcher.
Yeah. This guy, he seems to vanish. And you see him appear back here.
That's not seeming to vanish. He vanished.
He vanished and pops back there. And you see him throw at this, it's a vial that bursts into like a green light. Let's see if he hits the guy.
A green what?
It's like a green light expels from this. And it basically coats the this dwarf. And like it's almost as if he's got like this mucousy acid on him, and he starts kind of getting really irritated. That's the end of his turn.
That's not fun.
He's irritated.
No, he's irritated.
He's irritated. And we just run up here, bounce off the wall, and go after him with the rapier. She leaps up onto the wall and swipes there. You better roll good, motherfucker. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
That's
16
good.
will hit.
That's good.
A D8.
A dot.
Oof. That's going to be 4 points rapier damage.
Okay.
He's still up?
Yep, he's still up.
Then I'll go ahead and use my action surge.
Okay.
Attack
Oh,
again.
wow.
Well, that's going to be a 21.
That hit.
I think I like this D8 better. That one's going to be 6 points piercing damage.
Okay, so you have for 10 total?
Yeah.
Okay. He is very bloodied.
Alright, I'll take it.
Excellent.
I'm going to continue my movement and kind of put myself right here between me and the bugbear.
So you guys hear from the end of the hallway, clamoring, coming down the stairs.
It's a bullrug.
And you see these
skeletons
clumbering down the stairwell. And you hear like a hissing sound.
Oh, I'm getting angry.
And they're gonna go at the very end.
Nice.
Alright, so now we go back to group 1, which was those guys that are dead. So they come off. They're both dead. Yeah, I'll leave them out there. Bodies litter the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to turn, and he'll finish this guy off probably. Not the bow dogger killed, but
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I was attacking a different one. I would have this
oh
one.
yeah, okay.
You're attacking the one who's covered in acid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So he misses with the green blade, but he hits with the other one, and that guy will go down. And you notice as he goes down, that green fluid moves off of him and climbs up this guy and starts to engulf him. Moves almost like a slime.
Ew.
He got gacked.
Get gacked.
The dwarf is going to attack you. The Khajiit. And he misses.
Tabaxi, thank you very much.
He's freaking out and he misses. And then Chad's up.
Alright.
Is Tonka?
Chuka Trock.
Chuka Truck.
I'm gonna go into a rage. Blah. 5, 10, 15,
That's his rage music.
20, 25. I moved out of that guy's range, okay?
Okay.
So you wanna take an attack?
He's no, he. You notice that he is starting to look like the life is being drawn from him.
As I run by him,
Yeah.
I'm gonna park myself right there. But see how I'm like 10 feet away from him?
Uh-huh.
I attack him with my battle axe with reach.
Okay.
I wanted to use this feature. That's gonna be 14 to hit.
14. No, you missed. That doesn't hit.
Damn it!
Yeah, so you need 16 on that one.
Fuck. Oh, I can.
Dude, you get advantage.
I can do. Yeah, I can do it with advantage.
Yeah.
No, that's 15. So.
15.
Fuck.
As you're swinging at him, though, you notice this green stuff is like, it looks like it's pulling inside his ears, and it seems to be like going inside of his body. He's like, his skin is starting to bubble and boil on his
Yeah,
skull.
I didn't even want to stick my axe in there.
Yeah.
I just kind of like, I threateningly swung my axe at him and missed because he's too short.
So then, need anything else?
No, that's it. I don't have anything else.
All right. So he's gonna run up here next to you, and he is going to go ahead and attack.
You can
That's
use
gonna
your
be-
reaction to take Cromwell's.
He goes down. He only had 1 hit point left. And you notice that when he goes down, the green liquid kind of pulls on the ground around him, and it almost like sizzles away in smoke.
Yeah, I could see it on the floor. It's such
Yeah.
a beautiful map. I know, I snuck in there. I stole a picture. I'm an asshole. Go ahead, get out of
No, we're fine.
I know you guys don't have to send me any fucking pictures.
And he'll finish his movement there. And this guy is going to move to here. And he is going to throw another vial of stuff. And it splatters at the ground in front of the... He like throws this, it's almost like a blue spark of light appears on the ground. in front of the skeletons, and you see like they kind of almost want to retract from this light. That's his turn. And we're back up to those guys, and they are going to not move because the light's holding them back. It's on their turn.
And that puts you up to
That goes
my
back to the
peak.
beginning. Yeah.
Well, I didn't get a turn.
Did you not?
I thought you did.
No, did you go?
They went after you, right?
No, you didn't go.
Yeah, but I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's you.
I don't know which group's which
Yeah.
group, to be honest with you. I just wait. Who's white? White, I'm thinking, was the big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's him and those two guys are.
Yeah, like the heroes. Yeah.
Take your
Yep.
10.
All right.
All right. Yep. Sorry about
Yeah, they're about 40 feet away, so I'm not gonna be able to get to them. So I'm gonna pull out my longbow and go ahead and take a shot if I can see them.
that. Yeah.
All right.
See
So
'em.
just go ahead. Take a shot.
They're illuminated. Like they're on the
Yeah.
floor. There's a glowing blue light that's kind of like emanating from this liquid.
So that's gonna be 13.
13 will hit.
All right. 13 with the longbow. That'll be 5 points piercing damage.
Okay. He looks battered. Which one were you shooting?
I was just shooting down the hallway. We'll just say this bow guy.
Bow guy? Okay.
Bow guy. Bow guy.
Bow on bow action. And I'll move, I'll pouncing over this dead body 5, 10, 15, 20. That's about at least 20 feet. Just pounced over him to get to that position.
Okay.
Well, actually, you're going to get to go. I want to get myself in a position. You got a range? Do I know if you have some kind of ranged item you're going to use? Or are you just a Hawk Smash?
Oh, I'm Hulk smashing. I'm berserking.
I want to put myself in a position where I can help deflect. So
Oh.
Professor Chad's not mad at me.
You'd have to be all the way up here, though.
I would.
so
I
Yeah.
mean, I was here.
It's all good.
5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get here. You can get up.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is they're going to go before me, but I'm in a position where I can do something.
Yeah, you can use your reaction.
Yes. Okay. That will be the end of my move then.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll stand next to you.
Alright, so then they don't... They're being held back by that light still. And then we're going to go back to the top and... Let's see.
I'm playing with some pandemic. I'm just trying to set up a future move.
The future news.
He's going to go up and attack that guy. And that guy goes down. That guy's dead.
Okay. And this guy comes in and stands in his
Yeah.
place.
And he's actually going to use one more. His bow and go right there. Then let's see, the dwarves are... The dwarves were group 1, so they're gone. That means Chad's up.
Alright. So, I'm gonna... That's not a bad guy, right? This is Cromwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right here.
He's not a bad guy. He's a badass.
And I can attack from right there. With my battle axe. I'm gonna try and chop that skeleton to bits. Now I roll a 17.
That'll hit.
That's gonna be... Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, how you want to do this?
I'm just crumbling. I bring it from below and just send bones flying up into the air against the ceiling.
Cool. So the bones go everywhere. But you notice as you smash him, where the bones would fall, that blue stuff is on the ground, and they're kind of repelled by it.
Ew. They don't like that shit. That's the end of my turn. I can only attack once.
That's it.
I only got one in me. He's not Fenrir. Fenrir could go again because he killed someone.
He's the assassin guy there is gonna... He's gonna hold his turn, but he's gonna run up and attack that guy there. So that guy hits him with the first attack, and that guy's still there. Second attack. And he smashes that one in front of him.
Okay.
Score you later.
Alright, and then Red's up.
I'm gonna put the longbow back and pull out my sword. I mean, the shield's kind of like rested, like on his wrist. I like to imagine, so it's like something he keeps up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a buckler attached to his arm.
And just step up, attack that guy with advantage.
Yep.
All right. Find the right dice. Oh, so that's 17 plus 5. So
Oh yeah,
hit.
that hits.
That's gonna be 8 points
All right.
piercing damage.
How you want to do it?
He just gets in the rib cage, rattles around.
Stirs him up.
Yeah, stirs him up. Yeah.
Alright.
And then I'll move to here. Okay.
Okay. Then that goes back to the top then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
He gets to go. The skeleton gets to
We
go.
got group
Oh, the
3.
skeleton gets to
Yeah.
attack.
Yes.
So he's going to attack the warrior there. And... Nope, that's going to miss. Alright, so he missed. And then...
Yeah,
Actually,
pause
Ori's
too.
going to have his reaction. He's going to attack. 8 points. So he basically dodges and slaps the guy in the rib cage. And you see like some ribs fall out onto the ground, but the skeleton's still up. So it's your turn, Chad.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna just continue in a rage to hit that motherfucker right there.
Okay.
I probably have to step here. 19.
That hits.
Yeah. And that's gonna be 8 plus
Yeah.
a lot.
How you want to do it?
I spin around and wind up and go and just use the flat side of the axe to knock his fucking skull off. Boom.
Okay. He goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you call him a motherfucker because he boned your mom? I think it's this chair. Mike D's. I'm sitting in the Mike D chair.
It's the chair.
It's the chair. It does it.
So everyone's dead in the room.
Everyone's dead in the room.
I'm still in a rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and find the best looking big titty bitch who's chained up to the wall and smash the chain with my axe
Okay.
and throw her over my fucking shoulder. She's coming with me.
Okay.
You got a chick, Minnie?
Bring one.
Damn.
Alright.
We should free all the prisoners.
Good idea. You notice though, probably out of the 8 of them, there's only 3 that are alive still.
Let's at least save the 3 that we can.
And you notice one of the females was a gnome, and she appears to have been smashed.
That's the one that's over his shoulder, probably. He just has a
No.
nose.
I picked one who's alive.
You picked the live one.
She's kicking and screaming.
Yeah. It's got dark real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. So then, after that, you can free them. They're all kind of drugged. They're not really capable of moving on their own.
Yeah. Yeah. Just an email to you.
Bugbear porn. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Alright,
Slap,
so
slap,
the stairs go upward. As you guys go upward, let's click that all off.
Can you wield your two-handed axe while carrying a woman?
Yes. So, we just killed a bunch of skeletons. I told you I like things to stay dead when they're dead. That was probably the work of this evil one that we don't say the name of. I'm gonna make a name up for him. How about Voldemort. Sounds bad. That'll be his code name. Voldemort. It's a lot easier to say than he who shall not be named. That's a lot of words.
Do we just call him names?
Right, baby?
Freebie!
You are free. You're coming with me.
Did we leave the other tabaxi? Is she not coming? Or?
She's gonna be up here.
Okay.
You guys, there's a window behind.
Well,
And
he
her
could
brother
trade
fighting.
out now.
Huh?
I was saying he might trade his ladies that he's carrying. He's like, oh,
I already gave this one a test ride. I like this other one better.
No. This is my girlfriend now.
So you guys come up to that. The tabaxi at the end of the hall seem to be fighting with one of the marauders, who looks a lot bigger than the other marauders. You hear chanting coming from the far corner. You hear kind of like the scurrying and scuffling of, it almost seems like something being drug across a stone floor.
Okay.
And you feel a very, like, this room feels very ominous and evil.
Just like I like it. Yeah.
Alright. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to keep the same marching order. Because you're going to surprise them being here. Alright. So, as you get to the top of the stairs, he immediately bolts towards one of the figures on the ground here and attacks that gnoll.
that's the one that chained me.
Let's get
That
him.
one's mine.
Let's get him.
He basically jumps up on the guy and he takes both his weapons at the same time, and he basically does a Wolverine right to the clavicles of this gnoll, and he pulls up and you see the Wolverine's, or the gnoll's head just torn off as it flops over like that, and then he starts to work on the body on the floor.
He's
Seems to be-
nobody's fool.
Alright, Jed, you're up.
Alright, well, I'm going to go into my second rage of the day.
There you go.
Raging. All day long. I tell the girl she's going to ride my back like a piggyback ride. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. 25.
So you still got that woman over your back?
Oh yeah, she's riding on my back, piggyback style. She's holding on for dear life, man. I'm saved her.
By running into danger.
Don't matter. Me and her are a team now. She's my wife.
Does she know this?
Yes. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay.
Should I tell Chet how marriage works?
Yeah, right?
Maybe I need to explain to the
She's
bugbear
my
how marriage
wife
works.
now. 10 damage to that dwarf with the bat hat.
The bat hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bat hat dwarf.
He looks angry.
Good. Because I'm angry too.
Yeah. But he's still up.
That's how you do it, baby.
Help me!
Okay. And let's see the NPC. So, the orc, as he gets to the top of the stairs, he goes straight to this alchemy, and you see him swing his axe and smash this thing here.
What an angry guy.
Yeah.
He's like, bad guys everywhere, I'm smashing the bottle.
And you notice that
That's a drug bust, motherfucker.
He's like, fuck science.
There's no climate change, bitch!
he has like a flashback of chemistry class. And PTSD sticks in. He's like, no! Bam!
you notice as he goes to smash it with his axe, lightning shoots out of that thing at the end. There's these two big bolts of lightning. Oh boy, they both hit him. And he gets blasted back into the wall.
Cromwell! No!
And you notice that something on the table is glowing.
Okay.
Not quite sure what it is though. This guy, he is going to go at this. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to go right to there. And he throws a vial of stuff at the witch. And misses. Hits the thing behind it.
The gargoyle.
Yeah, that's no gargoyle. It's much worse.
Cool looking.
He made this out of a paper clip and a roll of toilet paper.
Yeah. And some gum.
And some gum holds it together. Yeah, it's amazing.
Nice.
And then, let's see. Oh, Red, you're up.
No, I was just say, I'm thinking he just doesn't. Nobody's ever used to there being a red clothespin up there. I fucking never get to go.
It's invisible.
So this one here is fighting the Tabaxi.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack him. He's got the hammer.
Okay.
Weren't you flanking though?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Are we using flanking rules?
Yes.
Well, we've been. Yeah, man. I need it. 10.
10's your total?
Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
That'll hit.
Damn it!
No.
They're too short, these dwarves. They're hard to hit.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind.
Okay.
And it's a D10. No, it's not a D10. 4. Okay.
4 plus your,
Yeah, it's 4 plus 2, 6.
yeah.
You attack again?
Oh, well, I can't. I can only attack
Oh,
once.
okay.
Level 2.
Gotcha. Alright.
I'm not that cool.
Alright, so the Marauders are going to attack the Tabaxi. There's only one, I think, right? Should only be one Marauder. Yeah.
This is, yeah.
He misses. Let's see, then the gnoll is going to attack that Tabaxi that's there.
Oh, yeah, we got to get that guy. He's hiding behind the pillar, motherfucker.
We gotta get that motherfucker.
He takes up way too much space on the board. He's fucking flamboyant.
Yeah, and he put his chains around your neck.
And he's got this little sex whip he carries around, too.
Yeah.
Look, it's not even a fucking weapon.
You should probably get that from it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love that, aren't you?
That girl's like crawling down your back right now trying to get away.
She is not trying to get away. She loves me.
You guys got so much in common. You know, you were both slaves.
Exactly. I've set her free.
Yeah, we set 3 other girls free, too.
This one's coming with me.
She's
She's ride or die.
That's the female one there, I think. Isn't she?
Sure.
She got boobs?
That's
the one boobs.
Yeah, that's the female.
Okay,
character.
that's the one that
yes.
goes down. Alright.
She's an A cup.
And the dwarf. So the first dwarf is going to attack you, Red, going with the hammer.
Alright, yep.
And how does a 15 do?
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
I got
He
17.
misses.
15 plus 2 for the shield, so I get 17 total.
The wing hat guy is going to move up and attack the bugbear.
Okay.
I'll put you back in your cell, boy.
Here's where you use your reaction.
That's going to be a 14. He misses probably.
Nope, that hits.
Oh, 14 hits? Okay.
But you could intercept if
Well, I mean,
you
I
want.
gotta see what he rolls first. I can't
Okay.
stop it.
18 points.
Now I will. But I
Yeah.
I stick my shield in there as he's swinging, and I'm able to deflect 9 points damage.
Okay.
Cool.
7 plus 2. So I kind of just push the shield away, and it doesn't quite get as deep as it could have.
So 9 from 18 is 9.
9.
And half of 9 is
Round it up, you're gonna have 5.
5.
You're gonna take 5.
5.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's pretty good.
That's a good, good use of skill.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Very good. Works.
His bat things now are starting to give me
Thanks,
Count Dracula vibes. Or maybe that's just the harpsichord playing.
Right.
Okay. This guy, he's gonna go here. He's gonna grab this girl. That's 5. He's gonna drop her there. And then
How's this
Get to
one look
here.
on the torture rack?
that one, you're not sure. She might
Would-
be dead. Looks like a drow.
Would the bugbear kidnap her or not?
She's
Okay.
into drow.
She looks kidnappable.
I got another shoulder.
All right, Dad, you're up.
I'm gonna kill this dwarf. 18 plus something.
That'll
That's
hit.
it, yeah. It's another 10 damage.
He is still up.
Man, I gotta tell you, fucking hate when we get
They're
tapped once.
stout. They're stout.
Well, he's a dwarven king.
Can't wait to
Get back. Swinging twice.
Okay.
Okay, party foul.
So, Cromwell's gonna get up, kind of try and shake it off. And let's see, as he stands
Go back
up,
and swing at the table again.
as he stands up, you see the lightning shoots at him again, but he's able to move out of the way from it, and he's gonna.
Cromwell!
He won't get an attack, so that's gonna be the end of his. This guy is going to throw a thing at the witch again. You see a burst of like orange light kind of explode right on top of the witch, and she kind of shrieks. And as she shrieks,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
no, you're good. These tentacles pop up around him.
Oh no! Mike is just showing off all of his legs.
That's all this is. It's my D-toy shop.
Pictures!
Listen, all I know is you should probably kidnap the witch.
Let's throw that bitch over my shoulder. Okay.
Alright. And Red's up.
I'm gonna keep attacking the one in front of me.
Okay.
11.
11 doesn't hit.
With advantage, you did that?
I did, yeah. I had to roll a 6 and a 5.
Oh, wow.
It was with advantage. Dwarves are stout and they're armored.
Oh,
Should've
shoot.
gone.
I forgot to use the tabaxi. I forgot to have the tabaxi attack. Alright.
Probably should have gone against the fleshier things.
I followed you in. I followed. Is this why you guys hate it when Michael DMs and makes you level 2?
Hate it. Hate level 2.
Alright. She attacks that guy with the hammer.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm already going down in the next hit.
I'm next to you. Done the best I can.
Don't go down.
Yeah, your girl on your shoulder could escape then.
She's staying with me.
Use her as let her take the next hit.
No! Keep that ass intact.
But I thought you had a girlfriend.
I don't know where she is.
So the gnoll's attacking the.
Just so you know,
Tabaxi.
Candy, we might have to deal with that later.
He's smacking her with that whip.
That fucking whip.
Her brother got a nat 20 on that, the Marauder back there,
Okay.
and
Oh, I thought they were married.
Yeah,
They're just
dude.
brother and sister. I've got a shoulder too.
Does that matter when you Khajiits?
I'm a tabaxi. Copyright.
so he kills that guy.
All right.
And that guy kind of falls across the throne like that and flops down behind the king, who he spins on his heel when that happens. And that's all he does there. He doesn't disengage, but he just realized stuff's going on behind him.
Okay.
And let's
Yeah,
see.
stuff's going on all up in this room.
Dwarf. He's going to actually throw, like make a throwing motion towards the tabaxi back there. And you see
Those
like
are
this.
Khajiit. I'm a
I'm
tabaxi.
sorry.
They're Khajiit.
Khajiit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. I'm sorry.
We don't all look alike.
He throws like it's almost like a mystical hammer, and it just misses him. The tabaxi kind of matrixes his way out of it.
Does the hammer smack the lightning rod?
It dissipates over the tabaxi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a targeted.
What did we use for dodging before the Matrix? What did we say for cool slow-mo dodging? We just had nothing,
We
didn't
had
we?
nothing.
There was no
Yeah.
slow.
There was nothing. There was no such
slow-mo
Jackie
dodging.
Chan.
There was no slow-mo dodging back then.
None.
It was the dark days, the before time.
Just before that, everyone just got hit.
This guy hit. They could
They
have
threw,
slowly moved
they
away.
threw a javelin at that poor old Clint Eastwood, and he just took it. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why was it Clint Eastwood? His orangutan was riding around on his back.
They were gonna get married. I think that's how it worked.
Okay. Are we back to the top?
Yeah. The witch is going to. She touches this
Which
statue
old witch?
and vanishes.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And then the statue comes to life.
Does she appear to vanish, or does she vanish?
She it's like she goes into the statue,
Oh,
almost.
boy.
Let's see. Alright. So we're back to the top. And he's going to attack these tentacles.
Hey, baby. How do you feel about tentacles? I'd say to her.
I like tents. Tents are cool.
Yeah.
It's a chair. It's a
That
chair.
Chair. The chair.
Evil presence.
Chad's up.
Okay.
Let's finish
I'm
this
gonna
shit. Okay,
pop
let's get
this
going
fucker
here.
on the head.
Let's do it.
No! That's 8 plus. Come on, motherfucker.
I tell you, I'll give you both inspiration. Go ahead and
will?
reroll
Was it for the Matrix talk,
I will.
the tentacle jokes,
I will.
or the?
technical jokes.
Okay.
The
it's
chair is spoken.
17.
17 hits.
The tentacle
Okay.
joke really wasn't that good.
Thanks. Thanks, DM. You're too kind. You're making up.
You
for
mean the
those
fact
two.
they gave us an army of people? We're
Yeah.
still like, why don't they kill
12
everybody?
damage.
12 damage.
We're gonna just wait for them to clear. We're gonna be outside.
So I just smack him again with my axe. Watch your head, Candy.
He is still up, but he is bloodied.
All right.
He's the toughest thing on the board.
Oh, really? I had to go right for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he put me
Well,
in
the
a
witch
cage.
was, but she wasn't planning to stick around.
He
so.
put me in a cage.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't blame you.
No, he. Well, yes.
Yeah. Alright, and now he's gonna attack.
I really like the decor of that cage, but I don't like being locked up.
You see a flash of light over here, and that tentacle goes down. So he's still got the one. He is going to run up here and attack.
Careful,
this
Cromwell!
guy.
There's lightning everywhere!
You know, the odds of getting struck by lightning are real minuscule. This motherfucker's been hit twice.
He just got hit again. It seems to be following him now, but he's still going to attack. He takes a hit, but he's still going to attack the gnoll.
I don't know if I can help him. I don't even want to go out in the rain.
Alright, he smacks the gnoll. Alright, and red's up.
Oh, yay. I'm going to hit the one that's fighting the tabaxi.
Okay.
16?
Yep.
Alright, whew, finally. 16.
Yay! No!
4 points piercing damage into him.
Damn it! Oh.
Okay, he's still up. He looks unhappy. Slightly
Okay.
bloodied.
He's been poked.
Yeah.
Poked and prodded.
Poked.
You see that girl on his shoulder? That's what could happen to you. Get out of here while you can.
The gnolls. And then he gets the vaccine. It's going to be the two to
Rise and piggyback.
She's going to attack him.
Maybe we should have ran the other way when they freed us.
Just got out of here. Thanks for letting us go.
Yeah, screw you guys.
We're gonna go eat some chicken.
Your gnoll that you want to kill is looking bloodied.
You better go get him.
I mean, both of these guys are responsible for our
Yes.
imprisonment, so.
Yes.
Listen, maybe if Cromwell stands next to him, the gnoll will get hit by lightning just by being near him, you know?
That brilliant yellow beard.
Yeah. No, he's a great looking miniature. Holy shit. Why is that a character you're playing?
He's going to attack him. He's cool with that. This is... Well... Gnoll...
Cromwell. He's got a lightning scar now.
Yeah.
Looks like
Thunder
Christmas
kissed.
tree. Yeah.
Thunder kissed.
Thunder.
Like I said, the dwarf with the hammer is going to attack you, Red.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 16.
That won't hit?
Won't.
Nope. I'm
Okay.
17.
Cool. Alright, so he misses.
I thought that would pair well with a barbarian. You're hitting and my defending. That's why I took that interception.
Cool.
So that's how I built him last night.
Going to attack Chad.
King is coming.
And that is going to be a 14.
That hits.
Does hit. Okay.
Get ready with that reaction.
Ready?
That's 9 points.
There we go. I'm able to take 5 away by using my intercept reaction.
Okay. That was 9. So I'm gonna take 2.
I think that's pretty fucking
That's not
good.
bad.
Yeah.
That's
What are you
brutal.
at?
I'm doing good.
Like, are you below 10?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
There's something that happens. There's stuff in the room that will affect stuff. So.
No. I'm a solid 13.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this goddamn rapier I'm carrying. That's what's gonna affect this shit if I can
Yeah.
roll good.
Yeah.
Chuka's up.
Chuka, yes, Chuka. I gotta say that. Chuka.
I know, I gotta
Chuka.
say the name.
Chuka.
Chuka truck.
Chuka truck. Chuka truck. Chuka truck. Chuka truck. Chuka
Two
truck.
11s. That's gonna be 16.
That hits.
Yes. 11. No. 7 damage.
That all you got, boy? You must want to go back in that cage.
Oh, I hate you. God. Just give a natural 20.
You know, we haven't seen any tonight.
No.
By players.
I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By players.
Yeah.
We should be the ones doing the work.
I know. I threw a lot of stuff out there. I wasn't quite sure.
Oh, that's fine.
I kind of wish I'd give you another NPC.
No.
Now we're fine.
We're fine, yeah. We're just not rolling well.
Yeah.
Well, if I just rolled something higher than a 2.
Well, I used my action surge early on, you know, but I wanted to use it then, you know.
So he attacked the gnoll. Oh, we're going to attack him with lightning. And lightning shot at him again, but missed. Luckily. The cat's, there's a singe mark on the tabaxi's head.
Oh no.
Um,
Now she's thunderkissed.
Okay, he's going to attack. He is being drugged down into the abyss by this tentacle.
Oh no. Not Stinky Hands guy. Oh no,
No.
it's not Stinky Hands guy.
It's Bird Boy.
No.
It's
Bird
Bird.
Boy.
It's Bird. It's the bird.
We didn't bother getting their names, did we? But I mean, once you know their names, you get attached to them, right?
Right. I don't even know your name. Pothead, what was it again?
Pothos.
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 Who's that person who just got up and ran away?
She's going over to that table.
Who is that?
She was laying on the ground unconscious by the drow. She has woken up.
Is she hooked?
She's actually a little orcish child girl.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
She looks about 12.
Mm.
I don't have an orc kid, so.
She's not ready to
Yep. Red, you're up.
All right, well,
Pothos.
keep working on the one in front
All
of
right.
me. All right. 18, 19, 21, 22, 23.
Yes.
23. Come on.
Sweet.
That's going to be 9 points piercing damage.
Running through.
I'm sorry, 10 points piercing damage. I know that one matters.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Well,
red.
working with the tabaxi, and she's swinging at him, and he's kind of dodging. As he dodges, I get right behind him, and I kind of put the knife in the back of his head, between his armor and his helmet and his chest armor. It gets right through there, and it comes out the other side. And it was a perfect kill. God damn it, I hate this chair! I hate this chair! And then I'm going to kind of take the spot where he was.
Okay.
To stay right there. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. And she is going to. Well, she's engaged with him, so she's just going to turn and fight him. Because I don't want the opportunity attack.
Nobody knows. Dark dwarves are cool looking.
I was going to paint them like regular dwarves, but I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted the dark dwarves. And I got 5 of them that are like almost all the same. So it'd be
They
perfect
look
for a little
like dark
clan.
dwarves. They're got bats and shit all over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dark dwarves.
She basically lunges forth with her rapiers right into that gnoll and like sticks him, and she says, "Your foul kind will leave this land forever." And she kills him.
That's the circle of life.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's a fucking awkward mini.
He is.
Biggest motherfucker around.
He's gonna come up here and help you guys.
We're special guest stars. These are the hero.
Yeah.
We're just here.
We're here. We're part of
Yeah.
Mike B's 18.
Yeah. We're the the person a week that they come and save.
Yeah.
And next week we'll make new characters.
Yeah.
And they'll come save them from something else.
He's still up. He got a good piece of him, but the dwarf's still up.
Wow, the king guy.
Alright, yep, the king guy. So let's see, the gnolls are all dead.
There's no more.
There's no more.
God damn it! I hate this chair.
And no
Get me
gnolls.
out of here.
Okay, so we still got the tentacle though. Yeah, let's see. Tentacle is not successful in dragging him into the abyss yet. So he's still alive. He attacked the tabaxi back there.
Was it me?
No, the dwarf did. So the tentacle disappears. He falls out into a pile of ooze. It reeks of seawater. You smell the ocean in the room
Sushi.
suddenly.
Oh no.
Sushi. Makes me think of Mom's cooking.
And you notice, as he's laying there on the ground, you guys can kind of see from your peripheral, the drow sends like this this wave of energy towards him. And he looks like he was almost dead. And you see he's kind of like, looks like he's been revitalized a little bit. And he's trying to stand back up.
Someone's using some healing magic over there.
Healing magic here.
Yep. And then Chad's up. Chuka.
I'm gonna try and fell the king. Oh, motherfucker. Even rolling with advantage and fucking it up tonight. It's only 13.
13.
Yeah.
I will give you my.
That's
Whoa!
right,
Let's do it.
You're assisting me again. 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's what I'm
All
talking
right.
about.
Thanks. Didn't have to do that. Alright, that's going to be 11 points of damage. Just hit him with that axe.
He looks at you and spits blood in your face and goes, "Why don't you hit me harder, you little bitch?"
Oh no!
He's bloodied though.
No,
He's
no.
quite bloodied.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wasn't talking to the girl on your shoulder.
He better
That's
not
what's
be.
slowing you down.
He better not be.
He's able to get up this time. And
I got 2 tracks going.
He's got an E2 Brute situation going on, man. Everybody in the room's gonna surround this motherfucker.
you get down. Oh, he can run around, I guess.
This is what it was like when I was kids and I played my toys. Just be
Yeah.
a fucking free-for-all. Everybody in.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're doing right now, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
We're playing with toys.
So the orc got hit by lightning and kind of missed on his attack, but he was still managed to stay up.
He's getting shocked by like.
Yeah, it's 10
Get
rounds. of
away
that.
from us!
10 rounds.
Get
of
away!
lightning.
My hair stands up.
Let's see. So that'd be red's up.
All right.
Both those.
Yep, I'm tackling the one in front of me. That's both those. So it's going to be 14.
14 does not hit.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't have inspiration to give you. I'm sorry.
I was hoping that inspiration would have been in what took him down. That's why I was sitting on it waiting.
No.
Oh, it's fine.
No.
Let's see. So that's gonna be.
You know, is there any chance we tell Cord to step a little bit away from us? Like, you're attracting lightning, please. You're a lightning rod.
all of our furs are sticking straight up.
Yeah, we're all static. We're just snapping at each other.
Frizzy as fuck.
We're gonna come out here with that frozen shell, poofy. He don't care because he's a goddamn orc. He probably ain't got a hair on his body. He's got a mohawk, I think. That's about it.
As he gets ready to, or is actually the tabaxi there, as he gets ready to attack the king there, the table over there starts to glow, and that one on that side, and that stone shoots a beam at him, and he gets sent into this lightning rod thing. And he's basically being sucked to it, being electrocuted, you can tell.
What was that guy's name again?
That was Elin.
Elin,
Or
no!
Elgu, I'm sorry. Elgu.
Elgu, no!
Let's see. She is going to go to try and help her brother.
That's me.
So, oh, that's you. That's her there.
You all look
Right.
alike.
I'm clearly a jaguar, where she is like a white tiger, and her brother looks like he is
Hey, buddy.
a house cat.
So he's going to attack them on chat.
Bring it!
And it's going to be a 15.
Yeah.
That hits.
Bring it!
And it's going to be 11.
I'm gonna intercept.
He's gonna intercept with his shield.
Fuck. 3 points.
Okay. So 11 minus 3 is
9.
9.
Or 8. 8.
8, so I take 4.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get in there as he's swiping at him, and the bugbear.
Now I'm below 10.
Tatanka, Tititanka, Tatatitoko.
Chukatrok.
Chukatrok is swinging, and I've got my shield in the way, and we're just both kind of pummeling at this guy while he's swinging at us. Stout fucking motherfucker.
You hear a voice whispering in your head. And she says,
Is it candy?
"Feel my mercy."
Ooh.
It's you get 12 points back.
Ooh.
And you think it was the drow.
I think it was candy. Thanks, babe. Thank you. I like it when you whisper in my ear. Thanks. Jesus. 12.
She's queefing sweet nothings in your ear.
Yeah.
Then that's gonna be.
Crom. Or that guy.
He's gonna
Stinky
try-
Ham-Fist.
He's gonna try and get her loose.
We'll never know their names, so just give them nicknames. Stinky Handfist, Bird Boy,
Stinky Ham-Fist, no!
Kajidi twins.
Chuka's up. Chuka's back up.
Okay, Chuka.
Chuka,
Chuka. All right, 14 to 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, come on, Chuka.
Oh yeah.
That's 16 damage.
How do you want to do this?
All right, so he goes, "Oh, won't you get back in the cage, bitch?" And I take the butt end of my axe and I bop him on the nose, and he goes, "Woo!" And I grab him by the beard, and I lift it up, and I cleanly take off his head. And I just hold his head up for everyone in the room to see, and I go, "This is what happens to your lead," and everyone's dead. I thought there was more dwarfs standing around. That would have been a lot more scary if they had seen me kill their leader.
I want to, if I can, whenever my turn comes up, we'll go and try to aid the Tabaxis over there.
Okay.
Support them in any way I can to help
Yeah,
get
you
them
can-
away from that
they're-
lightning rod.
She's pulling him off of it. It seems like the lightning has stopped. But you notice that altar in the corner there started glowing.
That one?
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Cromwell. Just go check that out. Go stick your axe in that.
Go stick your finger in that outlet. See what happens.
You seem to be pretty good at taking lightning damage. Why don't you stick your finger in that and see what happens? You're a big leader.
So wait, we're able to get him away from that.
I cut
Okay.
off what that little dwarf that he killed with the hammer. I cut off his arm and stick his finger in the hole.
He's gonna go. Actually, Cromwell's gonna go back to the table that the lightning came from,
Mhm.
because the lightning emitter seems dead now. It looks.
We're like,
No.
Cromwell, stop it, Cromwell.
He says it.
Just say no to science.
He says it's the witch's heart. exists in this vial.
I will
You
go.
notice that thing's glowing still.
So does he need aid, or we should go check?
We have to destroy the vial on the table.
You take care of the fire. I'll go check out that.
All right.
So
he's there. He's gonna come over here with you guys.
yeah.
And the stinky hand guy, Ori, says, "This is a teleportation crystal on this table that somehow is connected to that altar."
Do we need to use the teleportation crystal to kill the witch's heart?
Well, I think because this is glowing, I think something's fixing to come out of it.
We better back up then. Because I'm all out of rage. Porthos, I'd get away from there if I were you.
You hear Cromwell yell out, "Where'd the child go?"
Oh yeah, fucking.
He's actually gonna smack the vial, and it cracks open, and as it does, that altar in the corner, the tentacles raise out like a portal's opening, and
Out comes
Pothos
Cthulhu.
finds himself sharing space with this thing,
Ew.
Exactly where I want it to be.
and it
Ew, I told you
makes
to
a
get back.
regurgitation sound, and these two skeletons roll out onto the floor.
Ew, nasty.
Ow,
Gross.
small.
Pothos. Run. That's nasty.
It is pretty gross.
There's some weird shit going on in that corner over there. These skeletons are speaking nonsense. Do we roll for initiative?
Yeah, we're gonna re-roll initiative.
Sorry.
Nice. I'm out of rage and stuff.
Ooh,
What'd you get?
18.
Me too.
21.
Nice.
Plus math plus 3.
Who wants to go first?
Mine's gonna be 20, so you get to go first.
Okay.
Red, you are up.
Okay. I would like to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And 15. Flips over the table. I'm into the chair. It pops up next to the bugbear. And that's my turn.
That's your turn.
Chad? Chuka?
Chuka smash. Nope. I'm gonna relentlessly attack, so you'll have advantage against me. Nope, that's a natural one, so I'm fucking things up over here. Nope.
Alright. Let's see, skeletons. Gonna go. And they both miss. With advantage.
Really?
Yeah. The other one's gonna attack.
We're just all swinging in the air. Whee! It's like we're dancing. Swords.
Skeleton. The golem's gonna go. He's gonna attack him.
Sticky fist. No.
He misses. He stabs that thing in the back, and it lets out a guttural.
Yeah.
But every time he seems like pus just squirted out all over Stinky Fist, and he is actually going to be blinded.
That is horrible. I don't even know. Maybe we should leave now. I don't want to get my girlfriend all dirty.
Candy's like, yeah, let's go. You're right. Let's go.
And it's back up to Pothos.
I'm gonna attack the skeleton. Attack that skeleton. 12. That's gonna be 17.
17 will hit.
All right. 10 points piercing damage.
How you want to do this?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just take his legs out from underneath him, so his body falls down,
Okay.
shatters on the floor.
Like a broken vase.
Yeah. What is the bugbear going to do on his turn?
He's up.
What's his
I'm gonna
plan?
fucking kill shit.
Which shit?
Probably have to fucking help kill that maw. What space is the maw in? He's like in between two spaces.
5, 10, 15 if you want to go up against a big guy.
Yeah.
Or he is got about 2 spaces, so he's 5, 10.
He's large.
So if I get there, I can hit him.
Yeah.
If I stand right
So-
in front of you.
I'm going to hop here with my movement and get right here where this skeleton is. I'm going to stop right there.
Okay. You could have stayed where you were, actually, if you wanted.
That's fine. I mean, I
up
thought
to
you were
you.
going to get in here.
I'm going to stay right here. I have reach.
That's all right. I'm still going to want to attack.
Very good.
Fuck it. We're here
Very
to
good.
fight. We're here to fight.
I'll try and help the
There should
stink
be-
fist with the maw.
There's 2 squares between the columns, right? There still?
Yes.
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to try and hit Stinky Monster.
Stinky monster.
Fuck. I rolled a 15 plus 5, I
That's
think.
gonna hit.
And I think it's back down to 3. Yeah, 3. 7 slashing damage.
All right, now hit. Kind of lop off a chunk of meat,
Ew!
and pus just oozes out. Kind of squirts all over your axe.
I try to wick it off.
There. And the skeleton is going to attack the.
Because meanwhile, this drow lady here is still chained up going, hey! Hey, guys! Let me know if any of them, no, it doesn't matter.
The skeleton attacks Ori and hit him, but it doesn't look like he's affected too bad. That's the first damage he's taken.
This guy's so nasty. It looks like he shit his lungs and kidneys out here on the ground.
It's gross. He's gonna attack him.
Actually, it looks a lot like me when I get out of the shower, to be honest with you.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's totally gross.
He's going to attack the girl here. He uses his hook and he just basically rips the head off of the skeleton. And it comes slapping down to the ground.
Alright.
And he's going to move up with his rest of his movement. So. And then.
We are fucking this thing up. We're standing around it. It's gonna explode and shoot bullshit all over us.
It's going to be messy.
You ever play Diablo 3? Eels are about to shoot out of that thing's ass.
It looks bloodied. That's Maxie basically just ripped into him a little. And then, let's see. Blinded gives you disadvantage, right? Is that how it is? It right
Blinded is on the.
Yeah, he's
back
here.
there.
there? See, elementary skills. Advantage. Features and attacks will show disadvantage. Hey, he still hits them. He stabs it with this rapier. And more pus squirts out on him. He's kind of wiping his face away. And then we're back up to Pothos.
Okay. Go ahead and attack him.
Get him, kitty cat.
Ooh.
Nice.
24 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to be 6 points piercing damage.
Okay, you pierce him, another chunk of meat comes flopping out. More pus.
Yuck.
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed, but you got a bad infection.
He comes.
Oh, back at him. Candy, close your eyes. It's going to be 16 to hit.
That hits.
4. I'm really trying not to stick my axe too far into that. It's like, ew. 4 damage.
I would say he's bloody, but let's say he's pussied.
Yuck. I'm fucking you in the pus.
It's pretty
It's
nasty.
the puss.
Skeletons are dead. They come off. It's Baxi. No. No, that's him. That's that guy.
Candy, stop trying to give me a reach around while I'm trying to fight.
Reach around, escape. They're all about the same thing, right?
She is happy.
The crow guy there stabs him and a chunk of meat comes off again. And let's see.
Yuck.
Him attacking him.
Between Stinkfist and the pus monster. This is making me horny.
And we're back up to Pothos.
I thought he was going to say a booger monster walks in next. You know? A booger and a piece of shit walk in. It's a tulip bowl. It's just, all right, swinging at it. 14?
That hits.
Okay. It's going to be 7 points piercing damage.
Yeah. Get him.
He's looking weakened and bloodied.
Get him.
He's starting to deflate because all the pus is
You got
coming out
anything
of him.
left? Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I got that's it.
Right.
Alright,
I'm gonna relentlessly swing at this fucker.
There we
Roll
go.
17.
that'll hit.
17 plus 5. No! 4 damage.
Wait.
I don't want to stick my axe far into this thing. God damn, this fucking
It's buckled and down on its knees now, kind of gasping. Its pus is just spilling out of it.
It's 2 1s on that dice.
I know.
Time to retire.
Nope.
Retire him.
It's this one.
Reroll that die. Reroll it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna roll this one. It's a 9.
That's better. How you want to do this?
Okay.
1 hit point left. I don't want to take it from you.
No, it's...
I had.
Hey, it's fine. It is what it is.
Man.
Yeah. Let's work together on this.
On my turn, when I was attacking him, I hit this pillar and jumped up around his neck and wrapped my legs around it and pulled his head back, kind of opening him up to your attack. Because he's got this opening chest and flesh and stuff.
I take my axe like this, and I put the blade forward so that the 2 sharp ends on the top are sticking out, and I chuck this fucking thing into its neck so that both jugulars on the sides get pierced and cut. So axe stab.
You take a pus spray bath as it flops to its death.
Well, we knew that was going to happen. We knew we were going to get pussed.
Yuck. Which one of you wizards has prestidigitation?
Alright, so everybody survived.
Yeah.
You guys are in this this room, and you notice that the Cromwell is protecting the little orc girl, and she's holding on to one of these books that has roll a Roll a perception check.
No.
No?
7.
You feel like the symbol on the book is something to do with goblins. But
That
you're not
looks
quite sure.
goblinoid to me, but I don't read a whole lot. How about you, Porthos? Do you read?
Do either of you have Arcana?
My Arcana
No.
is plus 0.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Negative
Swing.
1.
We've been hired to swing swords.
If only Trenton was sitting in that chair right there. He'd have Arcana. I do speak Goblin.
It's definitely, it's almost like a goblin runic symbol. But you're not quite sure. You know,
Does it look like the runes on my brass ball?
Roll a die 4.
That reminds me. While he's doing that, I find a jar, and I take a little bit of that fat thing's flesh, and I put it in this pickled fluid, and I put it in my pocket. It has a story to tell.
Nice. I have a 4.
They look similar. Not exactly the same, but definitely similar.
Look at this, Cromwell. They look a little bit like each other. This looks like a professional job. This looks like a 3-year-old drew it. Maybe it's the same. Is it a triangle with a circle and a line through it?
It's actually, yeah, kind of like
It's the Deathly Hallows.
It's almost like a, it feels more spiritual than that. And Cromwell will say, this book holds the power to undo the goblin race.
I don't want to undo the goblin race. I like goblins.
Maybe we can cut a few chapters out of it.
Just erase 2 sentences. Those 2 asshole goblins from before.
It would affect every goblin.
That's me.
Goblin that has originated from goblin kind.
We've got to destroy this book. That's my kind.
They can't be destroyed.
Then we need to bury it somewhere.
And he'll come over.
So no one ever uses
So
it.
you guys are all over here? Are you over there?
Stuff it into the fat creature.
Oh, yeah.
Bury it. No one's going to
No
take
one
that
will
out.
ever want to touch that.
Where'd you go? There you are. You over there too?
Yeah, I'll come with him. But yeah, I that's my random item now, is this creature.
That's gross.
Why not? I had
Yeah,
it's strange
pink
flesh
fluid.
floating around in a pickled fluid. Why
Right.
not? Now it's got a story. I mean, I'm a cat. I'm fascinated with dead things.
You always leave them on the doorstep.
Or you'll say that
Oh yeah, there's poor lady still
there's
stuck to the.
there's 12 of these books. Every race in this world stands to be destroyed by the thing that witch is protecting.
The witch is in the statue. Maybe we break the statue.
Well, she's going to be on the statue now, but it seems her connection has been broken. Have you heard of the sleeping gods?
I only know of the Cat Lord.
I only know of Grumsh.
There's an ancient evil god who said to slumber in the reaches beyond space. Those tentacles were his tentacles, and to be captured by them would draw you into his place of being.
What's this evil god's name?
They call him Cthulhu.
Sounds good to me. Sounds like a likable guy.
He's currently at war with his brother, the King in Yellow, who holds throne beyond the Iron Mountains, where the Grey Dwarves come from.
We need to get these books then and throw them deep into the sea.
They're not able to be destroyed. We haven't even found how to open them yet.
Well then, I don't know what to do other than take candy behind that throne over there.
The books are better in your keep. I mean, we're just 2 freed slaves. You have a powerful army at your hands, or at least a skilled unit. Yes, yes.
We're far outnumbered for what lies ahead.
Are you suggesting we should take the book?
Well, we can take the book. We can hide it. It's what we've been doing with the others that we've found. But I would like to know if you would be willing to help us again in the future, perhaps.
We don't have anywhere to go. Nothing to do. I'll come with you.
Okay, very well. And he says, we have to do something about your collars. I don't see the release for them here, but perhaps it's something only the witch can do. But I have an idea. She tends to make people very uncomfortable, but she may be able to help us.
The witch?
No, she's worse than a witch.
Who?
And he'll say, well, I can call her from her place if you're willing to try, or I don't know what those collars are going to do if we leave this place with them on.
Well, it's worth a try.
Alright. So he kind of goes into like a meditative state.
Worth a try.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Well, we want to lose the collars.
Yeah, we want to lose our collar. Our heads.
So something to lose.
We could lose our heads.
And our lives, you're right.
Yes, I could lose Candy.
We could lose everything. So everything to lose.
Hang in there, Candy.
You smell sulfur and brimstone.
Sorry about that.
And a succubus appears.
Yay! A new mini.
Suck your breasts.
And she basically kind of gropes him and gives him a big kiss and says, this is what you call me for? And she comes around to you and she starts to feel you up from behind and she touches your collar and it dissolves. And she says, I like these big boys. And she walks to this guy.
Candy, is this the sort of thing that you're into?
She goes, aren't you a fuzzy one? And she nibbles on your ear and the collar disappears.
Legs start shaking.
She's a furry.
And she turns around and she says, next time call me for something important. And she vanishes.
She was so much worse than a witch.
So much worse. So much worse.
Make constitution saves.
Okay. Nope.
You feel drained in a manly way.
Did I do that?
Well, I got a natural one, so.
Plenty more where that came from, Candy. Don't worry. I'm good for twice. I'm good for at least 4 times.
Let's see, does Candy come to? She wakes up. Finally.
You've been talking to dead bodies.
She's been awake this
Where
whole
am
time.
Where is this place?
I'm rescuing you. You're my girlfriend now.
I wonder what race she is. We never did decide, did we?
Yeah, she's this girl in this picture.
Oh.
I
That
went
works.
and picked out the hottest human chick that was there.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's
I
how
can't find it.
it's like shopping at a grocery store.
Yeah, I did. I went
Human shopping.
Hang on, I gotta find this picture again.
Yeah, but you got to, to get that model, you need to get credit approval and a loan. Maybe you should downsize to something that's more within your budget. There's a drow tied up to that chain there.
I've rescued it.
By this time, they have the drow up and about. So the drow will tell you that these people, they capture people who can heal, and they chain us and torture us, and they make us addicted to their drugs, so that will heal for them on the battlefield.
That sounds like a party. I could probably run a shtick like that.
Yes, I once did the skooma. It's tough to get off of it.
Did you inhale?
Oh, never.
Alright, what do you guys think? That's Moravia. The darkness that rules the land.
All right. We're gonna go with Cromwell.
Yeah, we gotta follow the story, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it, buddy.
Alright.
We've made our choice. We're in.
You're in it. Good.
We're not gonna go hang out somewhere else.
Yeah, we're part of the A team, but we're really like the B part of the A team, you know? Maybe a C minus part of the A team.
Rolling ones.
We're Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I'm Ant-Man. What are you talking?
You guys, you searching around anything or?
Yeah, I'll check the room out.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, is there anything of
Good.
value in the room or chemistry set?
On the table, it seems like that flower that you saw with the orc, it seems like they're refining it. And there's also a blue flower that you've never seen before. That smells like very sweet.
Would the healer know anything about these flowers and stuff that she could tell us?
She says that's the blue lotus. Which you've heard there's actually a group of monks that worship the flower. They believe that it's like it basically gives you insight into the other worlds, but it is a highly addictive drug. Even mixed with the one that they used on you, it would be quite effective for mind control. Basically, you could have anybody do whatever you say.
What's the street value of this?
Well, I still have the one flower I took from the boy.
Yeah. Tuck that in my pouch.
They're about 10 gold pieces a piece per petal.
Per petal.
Yeah.
We can have a really nice
You want
time.
petals?
It's just got 5 petals on that one.
Why not?
You put it in your inventory. I don't want to get,
Yeah.
And if anybody asks you, tell them it's not your pants.
Drug flower.
It's not my pants. It's not my leather armor.
You'll find a chest with approximately 800 gold. It's mixed coin, but that's
Well, we'd have to share that with everybody here, you know. I mean,
you guys keep it.
oh.
Upgrade your armor and weapons.
All right. I am
So 400 gold each.
putting
Yep.
400 on my thing. I've never hit so much gold.
Well, now you have quotation marks I'm doing in the air. Girlfriend, so you're probably going to end up spending it all on her, you know.
We got places to go and things to see.
There's also a potion of healing. And a potion with like a green liquid in it. That kind of looks like, it's like in a,
Well, it's stamina.
yeah, it is. It's in like a little shooter vial almost.
Oh, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
These are Skyrim rules.
Yep. But yeah, it's a stamina.
You better take that.
I'll take the stamina, you take the healing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
In case I'm not near you, you know. I mean,
That maybe you can use.
even when I was with you, you
with
started taking
your
that.
with your action surge and that.
Yeah.
You maybe
Those
you
two
can
go on, yeah.
Yeah. It'll basically recover an action.
There you
Like,
go. You can use
yeah.
2. You can use 2 attacks.
We're level 2. How would we ever fight a Cthulhu or a yellow god?
No. We have to get to level 15 at least. That's gonna take years.
Oh, yes.
This got you to level 4.
Really?
Yeah, that guy was worth 1100.
Skip right past
experience
level
points.
3. Fuck
Just
level 3.
Fuck level 3.
I should have at least got all like HP back in the middle of that if we leveled up. For Skyrim rolling
I'm a
it.
berserker.
In the middle of that, could he have got a second attack?
That's funny.